Hello, this is John with Jesus' message for Wednesday, October 18th, 2017. Today he is reminding us to open our hearts to love. Dreams always end, and the dreamer always awakens. Everyone, all of humanity, is becoming aware that there is no separation, because modern physicists have proclaimed it in public many times now, but the vast majority of humanity has no idea what that really means. Those of you reading or listening to this blog and to other uplifting and inspiring ones know that it relates to the fact that there is only God, Source, Love, and that there is nothing else. And even you have great difficulty grasping what that actually means. It means that there is no separation. Everything is connected to everything else because all of creation is contained within the limitless and infinite field of love, beyond which there is no beyond. In fact, there is no escape from Father, Mother God, from love, from Source, because all that exists is most lovingly held within that infinite field, in perfect alignment with God's divine will, in eternal and everlasting joy. However, as humans, you appear to be conscious beings in form, in a universe, multiverse of myriad types of physical matter, in which myriad other life forms also exist. It is indeed very confusing for you because of the limitations that your physical forms, by your own choice, impose upon you. Those limits are very apparent in your everyday lives in numerous ways, and then everyone dies because life itself appears to be limited, and from that too there is no seeming escape. Fortunately, the seeming reality of all that is utterly unreal. All that God creates is everlasting, infinitely loved and cherished, and lives in total and uninterruptible joy and harmony with Him now and forever. There is nowhere else. All is within God. What you experience in your human state is illusory, as you are constantly being reminded by many in the spiritual realms, and also by those who have chosen to open fully to the field of divine love in which you are all permanently embraced, and as reported by those who have been awakened by having a near-death experience. If you would but fully open your hearts to love, and return the loving embrace that God offers you in every moment of your eternal existence, you would be unable not to know and feel that love. There is no pain, suffering, or punishment. There is only infinite love. You do not feel it because, when you chose to build and enter into the illusion, you chose to hide from yourselves your natural state at one with and in the presence of Father, Mother God, the only state that exists. To awaken is to leave the illusory experience of form, physicality, and all the limitations and suffering it inflicts upon you, and to become fully aware once more of your eternal divine nature, of your oneness with Source. Dreams always end, and the dreamer always awakens. Humanity is now in the final stages of collectively ending the dream that seems to have enveloped it in a dangerous and inescapable physical environment in which its very survival is constantly threatened in myriad different ways. During this process you have to disengage completely from all that you have engaged with that is not in perfect alignment with God, with love, with your own true and eternal nature. Your true nature remains hidden from you for as long as you choose to engage with any thoughts, desires, or behaviors that judge, blame, or dishonor yourselves or anyone else. As you have been told so often, love is unconditionally accepting of all that God has created, and only what God has created exists. All else is illusory. Yes, the illusion brings you much pain and suffering, and you frequently appear to be wretched and miserable victims of others' violence and negative judgments, while also struggling to survive storms, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, conflicts, personal physical accidents and illnesses, plus all the internal emotional turmoil that these situations stir up. It all seems very, very real, and of course that was the reason for building the illusion, to prove that you had no need of God or of love. You intentionally hid yourselves from reality, from love, so it was bound to be painful. That experience in itself is surely more than enough to prove to you that without God you could not even be alive. Love is who and what you are, so when you believe that you are without it, the pain is extreme and has to be buried and denied by engaging with as many distractions as you can devise, and they do not work. To be separated from your source, from life, and as physical beings you will all eventually die, that is inescapable, is absolutely terrifying. You are conscious beings, and to think that your consciousness will be terminated permanently is something that many do not even wish to think about. You can accept that others die, but to think about and accept the inevitability of your own human death is very unsettling indeed. Most humans spend their lives looking for love by saying and doing things that they think will cause others to love and appreciate them, and by trying to avoid the inevitable, death. But, as you are all well aware, that just does not work. Love is your nature, therefore the only place that you will find it is within yourselves, where it is eternally present and constantly offering itself to you. All that you need do is open your hearts to it and allow it entrance. You have all suffered so much betrayal and so many negative and shaming judgments in the illusion that you are unable, as humans, to trust either yourselves or others. You have overriding feelings of unworthiness and shame that cause you to believe that God could not love or accept you just as you are, and that therefore you must do penance and good works in order to gain his approval. However, as you have repeatedly been told, you are one with God, always. You are perfect divine creations, eternally and infinite loved by your wise and loving Father. It is he, his love, that resides within you, because it is also you. Remember, there is no separation. That is why you are told again and again that it is essential for you to go within daily to your holy inner sanctuary and allow the love residing there to embrace you. There is absolutely no possibility of you being rejected. So go within and allow. Then feel the loving embrace in which you are warmly and eternally held, and know that nothing but this is possible. Your loving brother, Jesus.